a shaman, Reiki master, and quantum tone healer. Today I will be talking about the energies of January and the energies of 2022 as we enter the new year. There has been a lot happening in the past year. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but I have been guided to do monthly energy reports. Since weekly, there's a lot more involved in that. So I think monthly will be good to share energies that are happening in the coming months. As I mentioned, January, we will be discussing about that, along with the year. January is considered the foundation, creating the foundation for the year and the energy of the year. This year we are working through developing a sense of strength, power, and solidity. Yes, solidity in our lives. Bringing forth that energy within us forward in the momentum that is taking place. And there has been a lot happening in the past year as we worked with more of our heart energies in the past year, as we kind of get triggered with certain circumstances in our relationships, in politics, whatever it may be. It brings forth a sense of vulnerability in us, but it also gives us an opportunity to transmute those energies that no longer serves us. This year, as we work with the strength, power, and solidity, we will be facing shadows. Yes. Ooh, I know it sounds a little scary, but not really. Shadows are unconscious emotions, repressed emotions, trauma, fear, anger, doubt, whatever it may be, are coming to the surface, are being pulled to the surface so that they can be released, so that you can bring forth more frequency of love and light into your being this coming year. You have the free will to do whatever it is with the shadows. You are encouraged to look within yourself in meditation or go for walks in solitude in nature so that you can work through these shadows that are being brought to the surface. Shadows are hidden within us from the past trauma, past circumstances that might have just brought us into a repressed state of emotion. So it's important to bring forth that energy out and bring that, because we are being given an opportunity to transform any memories that are coming up. This is the ending a trauma card. I drew some cards so that I could see what kind of types of energies we are working with. And this was definitely in sync to what I have been receiving the past 2 weeks intuitively. Ending trauma. And it's about transforming things that no longer serves us so that we can bring forth a sense of empowerment through all of us. And each of us is unique in this process. And it's important to work through that. And I had a dream the past, right before the solstice, winter solstice, of being in the cage. And in that cage, above me I was trying to break open the door. So I was like pushing upwards, pushing. And I've noticed in my hands there was a lot of pain involved in the dream. It was very vivid, and it broke through. Even though it hurt so badly, the shadows, the pain of the shadows, the cage is the repressed pain that's within us. I broke right through, and I started hovering up out of the cage. And I feel that dream represents what's taking place with all of us at this time. We are being given the opportunity to break through the cage, even though it may hurt, but it needs to hurt so that you can work through the emotions, through the anger, through the fear, through the doubt, the trauma that you may have been holding on to for a very long time. You have the opportunity to break through. It may not be necessarily comfortable. It might feel that you are vulnerable in the process, which is part of the process. It is stepping into the vulnerability that gives you the opportunity to move forward in the coming year. In January, the coming month, you will be working with the deep aspects of the shadows, a deeper part, and which will create the foundation of transmuting them in the coming year. Well, it's like layers. Things are happening in layers. You're ready to let go some things that no longer serves you, the emotions especially. And also it could be letting go of relationships that no longer serves you around you. It's all part of the process. The emotions and the reality around you. What you do inside you shifts the reality that is around you. And again, you have the free will to work through this. It is important that you work through this process as an individual so that you can work through this healing process. Bring a sense of wholeness and balance in your life. And it'll be interesting process. Each of us is unique in this process. You are unique. You are unique. Be yourself. And everyone else is taken. So it's working through your uniqueness and allowing yourself to be more authentic in your expression. The trauma, the pain represses who you truly are. Right? It gets held down and weighs down on your shoulders, and it just, you're not expressing who you truly are. You're in that cage. It's time to break through that cage and feel the pain in the process, work through the pain, face it. When you face the shadows, the hidden emotion, the hidden trauma, you will have the ability to move out of the cocoon. You will be able to step out of the cage and be free. And the shadows are teachers, okay? They teach us what we need to work through. And by viewing them as a negative, all it does is just create resistance, and it won't allow you to work through what you need to work through. So it's very important for you to step back and work through the energies in the coming months. 2022, the year of intensity. Yes, I know. It's been intense in the past, but this year, you are being given an opportunity to work through trauma. To work through this process so that you can build that light within you to be the strong and resilient and powerful being that you are. It's creating that solidity in your life, okay? Creating that balance and harmony in your being so that you can sort of say, oh, I never felt so good. It's because you are working through the pain. It's because you're willing to face your shadows. The shadows seem to have negative connotation. And with that being said, it is time to see the shadows as a positive thing, as an enlightening process, as a light bulb that shines brightly to show you what you need to work through so that you can break through that cage and be free in your expression. It doesn't mean that you'll get rid of all your trauma and all the emotions. It's just a layer. What you're willing to do. Be slow in this process. Shadow work is a gradual, step-by-step process, but this year it's going to be more of an intense process. You have an opportunity to shed more layers than you used to. But you are the initiator in this process of working through those shadows. You have the free will to do so. Okay? Working through this process of ending trauma that you are willing to let go of. Okay? It's about cutting the cords, what no longer serves you. Okay? It's about saying, okay, I have this little junk here. I'm just going to get rid of this. this, and this. I don't think I'm quite ready for this. That's okay if you're not ready to let go of certain things. That's something you need to be ready for. Okay? It's a gradual and slow process to work through the energies of 2022. Okay? And January is going to be quite a month for this work. Okay? January especially is a month that gives you the opportunity to create the foundation in what you're willing to let go of. Say, I'm going to do this through the coming year. I'm going to do this, a little bit of this. I'll do this. I'm not going to wait for a little bit, but I'll do it later. Each is a step and a layer. Because getting rid of trauma that you're not willing to let go of is going to be quite a resistance. It's okay if you're not ready for that. Okay? It's about you in your process, what you're willing to let go of. I know I said you're because I want to create a point, okay? And it's about you doing this process, willing to do so, willing to say, okay, this is not what I'm aligned with, okay? I am going to step forward, and I am willing to do so, but on my terms, okay? On your terms. And be okay with this process. Be okay, because it's all good. And it may not necessarily be comfortable, but it will be worth it in the long run. And it's about being patient with the energies you're working with the coming year. Okay? And it's about honoring the space you're in. Okay? And it's okay, that you need to spend time in solitude on a weekend or a few days, just not being around people. Because you need to honor what you're experiencing. Because there may be some intensity involved in the process that you need to step back and spend time with yourself. Okay? And that's important too. Going out in nature, spending time in meditation, doing qigong, yoga, whatever it may be that supports you in this process. Could be even reading a book, right? It's all good. There is no right and wrong how you work through this process, how you can step out of the energies that are no longer serves you. Okay? You are the initiator. I know I'm repeating some of the things, but it helps seep into the subconscious mind. And as you work through this process, you'll feel a consciousness expansion right here, and a heart expansion. Things are expanding, yes, so that you bring forth more light and love into the world. And also, it's okay to shut off the media so that you can honor yourself. Because, yes, some people want to see what's going on, but sometimes too much of it is just going to drag you down energetically, and you're going to be back into that cycle of emotions. That's when you say, okay, I am blocking it for a while. I am going to respect myself and honor what's going on here. And I'm going to disengage what's going on in the outside world temporarily. Okay? Because we need to live in the earth realm that we are in. There are things that we need to do, make money at a job, support your children, family, whatever it may be. It's all important. But also what's important too is to find time for yourself. Okay? In solitude and just that space so that you can work through what you need to work through energetically in the coming year. And I will be supporting you with the monthly energy reports. This coming month is the foundation for shadow work, okay, to bring more strength, power, and solidity in our lives this coming year. Okay, the foundation, January. Work with it. Work on yourself. Detox. Cleanse, step away from alcohol, whatever it may be to clear your energy, because this is the foundation. This month is very important to what's going to take place in the coming year, okay? But again, you may be watching this in February. Just use February as your foundation month, and that's okay. This energy report is whatever time you listen to it is the time you are meant to listen, okay? It's all about this coming year and working through the energies and working through this this intensity spiraling upwards and connecting and staying grounded at the same time and being still in this process. You are amazing, just know it. And I will certainly be continuing this once a month. I know I haven't done this in a while, but I have been guided to do this again, but as a monthly basis rather than weekly, so that I can just do my other stuff. I have other jobs that I do. So I am very grateful for you, and I want you to continue on working through this process of shadow work, facing the hidden shadows and transmuting them when you are willing to do so. Be patient in this process and know that all is well in the journey. Namaste to you. Be well.